Yes, yes. If it gets too dark, I will be your light. It's Mindset Monday. Mindset Monday. I'm your girl, Jeanette Smith, certified life strategist and mindset coach, coming to you again from the dirty south. What's up? Down here with my mom, celebrating her birthday. And let me just say, hey, mom, to you, 2 rooms over. I'm so blessed and so grateful to have such a wonderful, supportive mother who is not only my mom, but has been a mom to many of you, whether in person or virtually. And you just can't buy that. And so, happy birthday to you, mom. Love you so much. Thank you to those of you who celebrated with us. Yes, you sent her greetings and just really lined up the post that I shared a little video of her and all of her yummy, lovey, mommy isness. And so hopefully before I leave here, I will fulfill another one of my great dreams, and that is to have her with me on here. And so I have one more day to get it in, Wednesday. So mommy, Wednesday. Hey, stream with me, mommy. Stream with me, mommy. So let's go to the chat rooms and see who's here across Facebook, Periscope, Twitter, and YouTube. I love it. Hello, good morning, Michelle. And hello, Roz. Yes, happy Indigenous People Day. That's right. That is right. And for those of you who are celebrating Columbus Day, good morning, Empowerment Tribe. Hello, Miss Helen. Hello, Regina. And hi, Mom. Happy birthday again. So sweet. Thank you for your text. Kenny, welcome home. Thank you, brother. Listen, I might do a little Huntsville roundup online Wednesday, so stay tuned. Good morning, Roz. Yes, to Queen Mother, absolutely. Pastor Glenn, what's happening? Good morning to you. Great to see you, and happy birthday. You just had a birthday too, right? So happy birthday to you as well. Lisa, West Coast Lisa, and Miss Leola. Good to see everybody. I missed y'all, so I'm glad to see everybody in the house. Listen, something's going on with Facebook and this whole new algorithm thing. If you're almost like if you're not following the event. You know how when I post it and tell you what's coming up, if you don't hit get reminder, it doesn't go back out uh, in your normal stream. And I don't know what that's about. I do not know what that's about. But when I tell you or ask, if you're getting it, let me know if it came up for you in your news feed. And then when we get ready to share, let's share it out because I don't know what they're doing. Facebook is, constantly changing some stuff. So we just got to watch that because I don't want y'all to miss it. And look, Michael's back in the house. Hey, Michael, good to see you. Yes, we don't always see you. So I know everybody's busy in their schedules getting back to normal with work and things. So it's so great when we all gather up again to be around each other. Remember, October is Awareness Month for many different reasons. Here's just a few: breast cancer awareness, mental health awareness, domestic violence awareness. Please take care of yourself. If you or somebody you know needs a referral, needs help, needs a little help, hand holding, getting that appointment made for breast cancer checks and mammograms, if you need a therapist, if you need a coach, if you need help, and you're in a domestic violence situation or you know someone who is, let us connect you with people who can help you with a plan and help you get your mind around it so you can, gather up and know what next steps need to be. It's too important. It's too important. There's too much help around anymore. And now it's virtual. So you don't even have to go somewhere. You can get online. You can go in your bathroom, get online, get a session, do whatever you need to do, but please take care of yourself. Go in your car and do it. But let's take care of ourselves, okay? And then lastly, I shouldn't have to remind anybody, but this is an important election coming up, vote.org. Make sure you go to, follow up on things that you think you already know, like where's my polling place? Is my status still active? All of those things. When is early voting? All of those things. Make sure you do your due diligence because we got to get out there and vote. Good morning, Monique. Good morning to you. So I'm excited about today's topic for a couple of reasons. It's it's focusing on oh, somebody wanted to say hey. Say hi to the babies. Okay, you done? That's all you wanted? Okay. Our mascot Nala, for those of you who are new to me, um, here with the Empowerment Tribe, you all know that it's all about better decisions for better living. That's what we're all about. However that needs to happen, however that needs to take place, it's all about better decisions for better living, right? And we do it one step at a time. No shame, no, remorse. No, we just, okay, we didn't get it right. That wasn't our year. That wasn't our season, whatever. But we learn more so we can do more. We learn, we do better because we know better. All right. And so living in line with your values is said by psychologists, sociologists, to be a key to living a life that's full and one that you can sustain happiness is. But we know that that can be a challenge because of the events that happen around us. That thing can challenge your valued living status at any moment, right? And what happens is we get focused on trying to control the negative stuff more so than trying to live in the positive. So we're going to take a quick assessment and see where we are. Just a self check. I posted a nice little tool for you in the Empowerment Tribe Facebook group. Value customers. What kind of decisions? Any decision that you make that impact your life. Oh, you want to troll me? I'm so here for it today. No, don't ignore the issues. You don't ignore the issues. It's about balance. If you know me, you know that. So, what are we talking about when we talk about valued living, right? You can't just stay focused. Listen, I was a journalist for 30 years, baby. I know about the issues. But here's the question. If we only focus on that and we don't have balance to our life, then what happens to the family that needs you? What happens to your job where they need your performance to be at a certain level? What happens to your own self and well-being? Because all you're focused about is what's imploding around you. You can't do that. You can't do that. And so we're going to look at how you get joy back into your everyday life through valued living, okay? And it's important that we understand these things because without the balance, you're living a one-dimensional life, very one-sided, okay? Very, very one-sided. So what do I mean when I'm saying valued life? What do you mean value? Well, you know what the things are that are important to you, right? So if you are a part of the Empowerment Tribe, you know that you can go to the Facebook group and download the girl. She's trying to jump on the bed, Lord. You can download the PDF. It's a fillable PDF, and you can work along with me, or you can go back and get it later. However you want to do it. But I thought that if you had that tool, you could work along with me today, and then kind of continue to work on your own. So when we look at aligning ourselves with our values, do this. Think about some of these things because I really don't want anybody to think that this is about a shame game, right? It's really about taking an assessment and seeing where am I and how can I do better? Where am I and how can I do a little bit better? So the first thing I want you to remember is this. It's very common for us to lose touch with our values during stressful times. It's very common. So you're not alone. It's very common. And in fact, people with a strong inner critic, and we have named our inner critics so that we can sit them down. But when you have a strong inner critic, sometimes people will interpret that their inability to live in line with their values is a weakness. But that's just the strong inner critic talking, right? So you got to shut them up. We need to shift our focus to the fact that, one, this happens, it's common during stressful times, and two, it's never too late to reconnect with your values. It's never too late to reconnect with your personal values, right? You don't have to blame yourself. You don't have to, feel bad about losing touch with them. You just realign. And so living in line with your personal values, and I think this is another really great key, may not look like in this season what it did in last season. And it doesn't always mean you're fixing something or fixing a problem, right? So sometimes we feel like everything that we do when it comes to personal development is about fixing a problem, but sometimes it's not about that. For instance, what happens if you suffer COVID, or somebody you know suffer COVID? That's the situation you're living with right now, and you need a health miracle. You need health and healing restored to you. And so what and say value, what you value is healthy living. All right. Well, it's not that you gave up on healthy living. It's right now that this is the situation you're dealing with. And what we can focus on is asking ourselves the question now, what kind of person do I want to be under these circumstances? What kind of belief system do I want to engage under these circumstances? How do I engage my faith? Or if that is something that you hold on to, or what is it that I can focus on to be the type of person I want to be going through this situation, right? It redirects the focus off of what's going on, because that's going to be there until you get through with it, right? Until you go through with it, until prayerfully all is well, and the medical doctors have done all that they can do. You have done from the inside out all that you can do, because I also believe, being a cancer survivor, that healing also takes place from the inside out, not just what they do to you from the outside in. So it's really about thinking through, how do I manage this and who do I want to be as I go through this? Not about fixing you per se. And then reconnecting with your values doesn't have to look like in this season what it did last season. Just because you value, let's say, certainty in this season might look different than it did last season, especially when last season wasn't about COVID, right? We weren't in a pandemic. So that's why you can't hold a certain banner around. Things have to look exactly the same. Living around your values might look differently. And if you can see it as a tool and find the beauty in it as a tool, you can get creative. You can learn to live dynamically, all because you save the core of the essence of the value that you want and find out how does it work in your life. Now, I'm going to give you a finished exercise so that you can kind of get a hint about what direction this goes. Monique says, I've been practicing leaning into my faith and releasing control and fear. Absolutely. Very important in these times. Very important in these times. So let's just take a look. When I'm talking about values, what am I talking about? So let's take a look. Here's just a list of a few. So they're listed A to Z. I've got this from positivepsychology.com. You can check it out. I posted it for you in the Empowerment Tribe Facebook group. But if acceptance or achievement is important, advancement, promotion, altruism, challenge, making a difference, sensibility, sensitivity, sexuality, sophistication, friendship, so many different things, that personal development, personal expression, these are all things that, can have a certain meaning to you and hold certain significance. So let's look at this person's exercise. And here's an example of what we're going to do today. So I'm going to ask you, what is a challenging life event going on right now? And for this person is, I recently lost my job. All right. And so then I'm going to ask you, what are your core values? And your core values come off of this list. You can choose 1, 2, 3, but we're just going to go with one today as we do it online. You can go back and do this exercise with yourself and your family, actually. I think it would be a great tool to sit down with your family and figure out, how do we not only focus on what's going on around us, but how do we also focus on creating what we want in our lives? So they identified care as one of their top core values: financial independence, learning, and inner peace. So then we answer the question, what does it mean to you? What does care mean to you? And this person said, to take care of important others, such as my son and wife. Why is that important to you? Because I want people to love I want people that I love to be safe and happy. Makes sense, right? If care is important to you, you want the people around you to be safe and happy. Financial independence. What does it mean to you to be able to buy the things I want and need without relying on others? Yes, yes, we all want that, right? Why is it important? I don't want to be financially dependent on anyone. It greatly reduces my feelings of freedom and creates a sense of indebtedness. I think we all can relate, right? Learning. What does it mean to me to develop myself? That's important to this person. Why is it important? I'm eager to learn new things as this allows me to feel young and alive. And inner peace. What does it mean to you? Feels balanced. I'm at ease when I have inner peace. Why is it important? I feel happiest and strongest when I experience a sense of emotional stability. It allows me to make wise choices and genuinely connect with others. Okay? So that's what we're doing. And so I'm going to ask you now to fill out this one question, or just to answer in the chat. Answer in the chat. What has been the challenging life event for you of late? What has been the challenging life event for you? All right. Go ahead and type that in the chat. And if you don't have to get specific, I don't want you to give up anything that would make you feel uncomfortable. But definitely want you to think about this in terms of getting some value out of this exercise so that you can do it for yourself and you can do it with others, right? And don't forget, if you know somebody that could benefit from what we're working on today, go ahead and be a part of the Share Squad. Share this out. I didn't get a chance to run around and throw my badges on your pages because I was celebrating Mommy's birthday Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but I'm going to get to it. I'm going to get to it today. So share this out if you know people that could benefit from getting a little more value in their life, creating a little more happiness, a little more sustained joy, and a little more peace, balance, perspective. All right? So what's that thing that's been a challenge for you in this season? Can anybody name it? And if you want to go live with me and do this live, I would love it. Just say, I'll go live and I'll give you the link so that you can pop in either by video or by voice and we can work it out together. Thanks to all of you that are on here. I have missed you all. Those of you who are part of the Empowerment Tribe, I'm giving you all time to think and to type. I need my veterans to come on with the come on. Don't forget that you can be a part of our text tribe. Just text the word release to 22999. I hope you got my short little love letter out to you all last night. Just when I think about you, say good prayers and well wishes over you, I send you a little note to hopefully encourage you and move you through. Those of you who aren't a part of the Empowerment Tribe, all you have to do is go to facebook.com/groups/empowerment tribe and you can be part of the group. Be part of the group where we sustain each other, where we celebrate each other, small wins, big wins, no wins, future wins. And I also post things that are helpful to the work that we do here. So hopefully you all can go and get your things together. All right. So good morning, Pam. Good to see you. Bobby says, finishing a book, taking care of a sick mother, and packing to move to another state. Wow. Atlanta, all at the same time. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay. So is that care? Would that, what values, Bobby, would that fall under? Let's look at that. Delay in license examination due to COVID. Okay. So that is your challenge. Getting your therapist license examination done because of COVID. Got you, Roz. Let me come back to you. Let me work with Bobby here for a little bit. All right, Bobby. So you have a lot going on that you're doing all at the same time. First, God bless you, sir. That's a lot. And so that's been the challenge, trying to finish your book, trying to take care of your sick mother, packing and move. We send you prayers. Tamara says, focus is the challenge. I got you, Mama. And then again, Roz says her license. Anybody else? What has been your challenge in the season? What has been your challenge? Hey, good morning, Willie. Good to see you. What has been your challenge in this season? Okay? List it, name it, so we can move forward. I'm going to come back for you all. All right. So those of you who have listed what your big challenge has been, all right, kudos to you. We are touching and agreeing that those things are going to work themselves out. Now let's see how we get more balanced living around that. Number one, what is a value that you want to feel more of in your life right now? Even going through all those things, Bobby, even going through all those things, Tamara, even going through all those things, Roz. What is the value that you want to feel in your life? All right, remember, here's a list of them. What are some of these things that you'd like to feel more of it? Is it connectivity? Is it completion? Is it friendship, freedom, grace, happiness, harmony, success, tenderness, personal expression, passion? Look at this list. So many. Pick one that you want to feel more of in your life. Effectiveness, power, pleasure, humor, exhilaration, expertise, loyalty, responsibility. What is it? Inspiration, inner harmony, quality. Right? Tamara says, thankful for your encouragement. Aw, you know it. You know this, sister. I love sending y'all texts and just letting you know that you're loved and thought of. Loving me as I'm learning to be the best I can be where I am and be happy. That can be a challenge. Thank you for your honesty. Yes, yes. Pamela says, keeping my son focused. He's 16. Yes. Bobby says he wants to feel more accomplishment while staying COVID free. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Right? All right. The rest of you, follow Bobby. What is it that you want to feel more of? Here's your values list. So many to choose from. Leola says she wants to feel personal passion. Yes. Roz says she wants to feel completion and passion. Next level living. All right. Okay. Anybody else? Anyone else? All right. So now, for those of you who have tagged along and played that card, now I need you to do this. What does that mean to you, and why is it important? What does that mean to you, and why is it important? Why is that value important to you, and what does it mean? What does that mean, and why is it important? I'm going to leave this list for others. All right. Michael says, being happy. Yes. Being happy is important. Having more of that in your life. Miss Helen says, dealing with the alcoholic husband. Bless you, my love. Whew, I just got to put my hands on my heart. I'm sending you love. Sending you love. Sending you lots of love. Yes, because sometimes it's not just the things that we're dealing with, it's the things we're dealing with through somebody else's expression, right? And so that still becomes something that we have to learn to live with. And you still, even then, even so, you still deserve to have and are still worthy of having valued living. And so I'm glad that you're doing this. This is important. This is important stuff. What do you want to feel more of, Miss Helen, in your life right now? What would you like to feel more of in your life right now? Okay. And for those of you who already picked, go back and tell me what it is to feel completion. What does that mean to you? Passion. What does that mean to you? And why is it important? Personal passion. What does that mean to you? And why is that important? Accomplishment, Bobby. What does it mean to you? And why is that important? Pamela says, keeping my son focused. Right? Why is that important? Pamela says, because his teenage years have been interrupted and I need to feel like I'm making the right decision for him. This will affect the rest of his life. He's been diagnosed with depression. That's a heavy weight, Mama. It's a heavy weight. In the midst of that, in the midst of dealing with his depression, because remember the whole thing about valued living, is not only focusing on the thing that you're trying to control, which either gives us fear or is anxiety, but it's also about ushering in the things that we need more balance on. So while you're dealing with his depression, while you're trying to keep him focused, while you're trying to bring some stability to that, what else do you need in your life to help balance that? Because I promise you, it's the joy, the harmony, the peace, the creativity, those other things that will help you have the strength for dealing with this side. Make sense? When we only deal with this, the problems and the issue, it's not ignoring it, as our Periscope friend alluded. It's not that you're ignoring it, but you have to be sustained and fueled for that, right? So if you pour, and that's all you do, and you pour it all out, you've got nothing to sustain you. So Pam, what is the thing that you need more of in your life that may have nothing to do with this, that can sustain you? What is that? Think on that. I'm gonna come back to you. Bobby says, to validate my existence so that when I leave this earth, the world will know that I was here and productive. It's always about the give back. Validate your existence. You've been validated. You're already validated. You are deserving and worthy because you are here. There are no mistakes. There are no excuses. There's only expressions of God right here on the planet. And wherever you all are on the God scope, just meet me there. I know I have people of many different faiths and beliefs, and some of no belief. But whatever you see as being a source, the source, greater than yourself, and clearly, meet me there. So you are validated. Now, service to others is what lasts. And I love seeing that that's what's important to you, because the world will be impacted by your unique gifts and talents, all the things that you have that's unique to you, that Bobby isness that only you can flow in, right? So that's really important. Glad to see that. Thank you for sharing that, Bobby. Boldness, it means boldness and personal expression. Yes, yes. You want more of those things. Okay, why are those things important to you, Tamara? Why is boldness important? Why is personal expression important? What does it mean to you? What does it mean to you? And I would say, Miss Helen, freedom. Freedom and peace of mind. Those are some values, right? That can help balance that. What would freedom and personal happiness mean to you? What would those things mean to you? Maybe it's creativity you want to feel more of. What does that mean to you? Pick some of these values, y'all. What does it mean to you to have some of these things, like making a difference? That was one of the things Bobby was just talking about, right? Serenity. Look at that. Service, family, exhilaration. When's the last time you felt exhilarated? Enlightenment, right? Integrity, inspiration. When's the last time you felt radiant? These are things that you are worthy and deserving of feeling. And once you say, I want more of that, then we can work on creating more of that in your life. But you've got to know what it is you're shooting for. It's like throwing a dart. You can't, unless you're really, really good, you can't blindfold yourself, spin around 5 times, and then hit a mark. You've got to open your eyes, look at exactly what it is you're trying to aim for, and shoot. Roz says, fulfilling God's vision to own and operate a play therapy practice. My passion is working with children and helping them cultivate healing from trauma. That's beautiful. This work gives me profound joy. Love that. Love that. I love the people that are connected, that you all just want to serve others and make this world a better place. We need so much more of that in the world right now. I love it. I love it. Okay. So for those of you who have discovered what your challenge is in this time, for those of you who have discovered the values you want to feel more of in your life right now, and for those of you who have already claimed and expressed what it is it means to you, let's step it a little bit more forward. Leola says, Helen, you're a beautiful sister. Stay prayed up and hang in there and stay focused. God will see you through because of your caring and patience. Absolutely. And then we're going to have a plan. And then on top of that, we're going to talk about a plan. Yes, yes. All right. So now we know what the challenge is. We know what the values are that we want to have more of in our life. We know what they mean to us. Right. And first of all, know that you're worthy and deserving of it. Because there's some of you I can feel you fighting. Well, do I really deserve to have more radiance in my life? Do I really deserve? Do I have the luxury of feeling, you know? Let me pick one. Exhilarated. Do I have that luxury of feeling compassion? Do I have the luxury of feeling elegance? Do I have that? Yes, you do. If that's what you want to create in your life, you absolutely do. And it doesn't mean that, excellent, elegance to opulence where you've spent all your money just to feel elegant. No, but there's different ways that you can create those feelings and those experiences in your life, right? Leola's throwing her prayer hands up. Miss Helen says, I put them in God's hands. I'm able to move forward and be the best me. Moving on has been the best thing I have done. Yes, yes, yes to the yes, Mama. Pamela Williams, you are correct that I have exhausted all. I called out for family and friends support to help me spiritually, so I'm equipped to fight the demon of depression. I've gotten him professional help too. Yes, yes, we stay positive. That is a situation, not a conclusion. Yes, that's right. That is absolutely right. And I see you on your Facebook page posting happy pictures of it. You've got to keep doing that. Bring more experiences of other things that allow you to express other parts of you. Because what we don't want, and let me just use you as an example, Pamela. What you don't want is you're only focused on being the mother who's dealing with a son with depression, and then that's the only part of you that ever gets expressed. Or Miss Helen, I'm dealing with this in my marriage. This is the only part of me that I get to express. The caretaker, the this, the that. You want to have a full expression of yourself. And the only way you do that is by looking at that list and kind of self-assessing, what are some things that are missing? What are the parts of me that I'm no longer in touch with? What are the parts of me, like, hey, some of you have lost jobs, you've been repositioning, you're trying to figure some stuff out. And right now, you need to know all the sides of you so you can check out and do an assessment of what's in your toolbox. Because it might be some of those lesser used tools that are going to get you to your next. So don't be shutting things down. What you want to do now is doing a full inventory and picking things up, right? All right. Tamara says, boldness for my corporate, praying, helping others. Okay, those are what those things mean. So now the question is, you know what it is that you want more of. You know what it means to you. So now there's only this. What action can you take? What action can you take to bring that value more front and center in your life? Family first. Family first, but remember the flight attendants. You first, so you can be there for family. Yes, yes, because if you don't put on your mask, family falls. Keep that mask on. So, what's the action you can take now to bring more joy, passion, freedom, self-expression, creativity, design, economic security, effectiveness, independence, imagination, humor, honesty, health, happiness? What action can you take, y'all, to bring more wisdom, variety, wealth, tenderness, success, teaching, passion, peace, order, harmony, stability, spark, sophistication, serenity, sensuality, sensibility, loyalty? What action can you take to bring more of that into your life? What action? These classes with you, Sister Jeanette, have been a phenomenal impact in my season, and I see and feel that I am growing. Yes, yes, yes. I be your light. I be your light. When it gets too dark, I'll be your light. That's our theme song, if y'all didn't know. Look who's here. Savala's weighs in and says, I love that priceless treasures are often found in the most simplest of things. An action I can take to bring more value is to heart listen to the answers that are already there. Love that. Love that. Love that. Love that. More wisdom coming up from the chat. Good to see you, Savannah. Pam says, I had to start with being honest with me first. Yes, yes, mama. That is a key. That's the gift that keeps on giving. When we're first honest with ourselves, we can be honest with every situation and circumstance and every other person in our life, right? When we are honest with ourselves, promise you, that is the gift that keeps on giving. Love you too. Love you too. Love you too. So do you see how it works now? Now you can go download that sheet for yourself, right? And let's just go back to our example of the person who did this, who lost their job, because that is, for many people, a reality, or repositioning. Care was important to them, financial independence, learning, and inner peace. So what are the actions? So for this person, they said, I will actively search for a new job so that I'll be able to provide for my family as soon as possible again. I will try to manage my emotions as well as possible so that my kids and wife will not be affected by my stress, right? So if you want care to be in place, you don't want to only stress about, I don't have a job, I don't want to have a job, I don't have a job. You now balance that with, how do I keep making them feel cared for, even when the thing that I most valued was my ability to keep financial stability in place isn't there? Can they still feel care? Golly, that is, I mean, think about that. Can we sit there for a second? Can we just sit there for a second? Because I think that we miss this. We focus so much on what we don't have a lock on that we forget to flow in the gifts that we do have. That we forget to give what we're capable of giving. And you have so much to give. You have so much to give. I have to have the same talk with myself. So it's not me looking down my teacup at y'all going, y'all need to get it together. I have to do that myself. Sometimes I don't have things where I want them to be in the way I want them to be. And I have to remember, what do I have to give? And how do I give that to have impact? Ooh, this ginger tearing me up, y'all. And what do I have to give that can still show care, concern, consideration, love, right? Those things are important. Amen. Honesty with myself now. That's a great action to take. You already saw, Pamela said, I had to start with being honest with me. The gift that keeps on giving. Roz says her action is to solidify her business plan and continue preparations. Yes, because Rosalind, here's the beautiful thing. The COVID situation will work itself out. You'll get a test on the books for your licensing. You don't want to wait till you have your license to figure out, now how am I going to do business? What's your plan? What's your marketing plan? How are you going to let people know about your business? How are you going to conduct business? You're doing it online? How are you going to do that? What things do you need to have in place? Do you have your Zoom accounts, business accounts? Do you have everything lined up? Do you have the email addresses that you need? Everything that you need to do you. Work on that. That's the stuff you have control over. And the test will come. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. I hope you all felt that. I hope you all felt that. Let's go back to our example. With the financial independence. This person says, I will explore options to cut our expenses so we can remain financially independent for as long as possible during unemployment, right? That's being proactive. That's being proactive. And many of us in different ways and different shapes. And we've all had to look at that and say, okay, COVID, what are we doing? All right. For those of you who are entrepreneurs and small business folks, those of you who've been downsized or furloughed or put on hold, everybody has to go through that and figure that out. Right. And so listen, you're not alone. Know that. And two, some of you, this is a gift because you are in places and spaces that you should have moved out of a long time ago. And this is your wake up call. And you haven't wanted to jump into it because it looks a little bit scary. But now I'm asking you, are you still on the right path for this season? Are you navigating the right path for you in this season? Many of you know the story that I have been under my umbrella to empower, inspire, entertain, and inform people in original ways, and have done that in many shapes, forms, and fashions. I was a journalist. I was a news anchor, Dallas, Cincinnati, Atlanta, Huntsville, Alabama. Then I went to entertainment, HGTV, DIY Network. And then I got out of that after 9/11, and I went to work for ministries and consulting with media. I mean, there's so many different ways. I like to say I have a PhD in repositioning under purpose. Just because my season, when 9/11 hit, that was a marker for me, kind of like the pandemic. And I looked to say, if my life was ending, would I be doing all that I was supposed to be doing? And I didn't think so. And I followed the scary, rocky path into my next that didn't look anything like I had been doing. I'd been in news since I was in college, since I was a teenager. I started my career very early. All I ever knew was news, journalism, and broadcasting and entertainment. That's all I knew. So what is this media consulting for ministries? I'd never worked with churches. That was totally new to me. But it made sense to me and my path. And I did that. And then I shifted again. I shifted again and started my own business. And then I shifted again. And I found coaching. And I found you all right here in this room. I love being back in this room. Oh, there's so much. I faux painted these walls in this room. I made this space my own so that it could be my creative hub, the place that I came to give birth, my birthing room, that I came and gave birth to a book, that I came and gave to this book, came and gave birth to this book. I came and gave birth to the Empowerment Tribe, my coaching practice. I don't know why she popped up on my phone, but yes. So repositioning, if it's your time, let me help you. We'll talk about that more in a minute. Bobby says, I think I'm accomplishing a lot with sheltering in place and completing 3 books, but I'm not sure it's enough for my aspirations. I'm blessed because I can still have coffee in the morning with my mother. I love that. But my personal life has evaporated. I get that too. I say thanks to God, but don't want to give up my mother to get more personal joy outside of the house. I'm trying to do me now, but still honor my mother by keeping her alive. I know. I want the world. No, listen, I get it. I get it. I came home to see my mom. I hadn't seen my mom all year in person, right? And so we've been taking all the precautions, wearing the masks, Clorox wiping everything. I can't hug her the way I want to hug her. It is what it is. It is what it is, Bobby. But I promise you this small affliction, this small affliction, the things that you're suffering in this present age, don't let it outweigh the greater good, right? You get to have coffee with your mom. You get to be there for her. And here's the thing. There'll be another season where that may change. You'll be so glad that you invested and enjoyed this season. You'll be so glad. You'll be so glad. And so enjoy it. Live with it. Do everything that you can in the space that you have. Books, What else can you do to get your content out there? Are you a content creator promoting your books? What else can you be doing? There's so much that you can do from one room. Trust me. I ruled the world from this room. Trust me. And this is the girl who traveled the world, who also flew privately. I mean, I'm not saying that to be like, I'm just saying, when you've had all of that experience and then you come and you're kind of hunkered in one room for a season, it's humbling, but it's also liberating because you realize you don't need a whole lot of stuff. All you need is a computer, your creative faculty, and download of divine wisdom. Boom. And you can do whatever you want to do. You're stepping on my toes with this. If I can't say amen, I have to say ouch. Love it. That's so funny. So funny. I also love your story. Inspiring. Bless you. Savala says, that's good. A PhD in repositioning under purpose. I so love that. Yeah, it's true. I could not go to college, to any master's program, and to any higher level learning PhD program to learn what I have learned from repositioning in all these different ways. You rock too, Savalis. I love y'all. I love my tribe. Helen says, stop fussing so that it will not take control of me. Okay, that's her action item, y'all. So I can continue to love and do what I love doing in this season. Yes, yes. See, that's the thing I'm talking about. When we only focus on the thing that needs the attention, that needs fixing, or that we are in fear of or anxiety over, it only allows us to express ourselves in one way. That's cheating yourself when there's so much more you over here. What's the other part of you that you miss? Figure that out. Bring that part back. That's what the values is really all about, because values create the core of who we are. So when you figure out what you've been missing, you're not just reclaiming a value, you're reclaiming a piece of you, your ideal self. And your current circumstances don't have to prevent you from living in line with all of you. All of you. Right? I love the fact that, I have a client who fellowship is a really important thing for them. And with this COVID conditions, you can't do that. But living in line with her values means that she can do some things just a little bit differently, right? She can not physically meet with her friends, but maybe she's going to start picking up doing like Wind Down Wednesdays or something where they get together online and they bring people together who normally wouldn't even come together. Some of these friends with some of these friends, because you know how you have different groups of friends. You can bring a little bit of everybody together. Create something beautiful out of this. You've lost your job, you're repositioning, you're on hold, and one of your core values is providing for your family. Well, one action that you could take to reconnect with that value is taking over the responsibility of either cooking, or if you're not great cooking, making sure that there's food in the house, that you all create a family time of cooking, or making sure that, meal times are fun. Do things that help protect what's really important. You'll work through the work thing. It'll be stressful. It'll be this, but it only has to be as stressful as you want it to be. When it gets to be too much, come off of that, focus on something else. Easy to say, Jeanette, I got bills. If y'all only knew all the story. I've been repositioned. I had to say goodbye to my house. My first time homeowner. I had to say goodbye to my lovely house. I had to say goodbye to that job when I got repositioned, that car, that way of life. Trust me when I say I understand. That was back when the market crashed in 2007. So, yes, I do get it. I do. But I also know what helped me was I repositioned into something that allowed me to be creative. And no, I wasn't making the same amount of money at that time, but it did save me, because it saved pieces of me that I forgot that were even in there. And I rebuilt out of that, just like a phoenix rising from the flames. And you will too. And you will too. You will too. If you're not a part of the Empowerment Tribe, I really highly recommend it because we support each other. If you have job postings, if you know of things, post them in there. If you know somebody who's looking for a job, just say it. Let us know what you're doing. Do your LinkedIn, do all that. But I always say it's, better to fish in more than one pond. All you have to do is go to facebook.com/groups/empowerment tribe. We're respectful. We empower each other. We share nuggets of inspiration and empowerment. But I definitely want to help people. If you are in a situation where you need professional help, please reach out to me on my website because I've been doing therapy referrals and coaching referrals. And if I'm a good fit, awesome. If I'm not a good fit, guess what? We'll figure out who you need to go to. But there's just no reason in this season that you don't get the trainer help that you need. And the reason that you want a coach, a therapist, or somebody to help you in that area is because you've been trying to do it alone and it hasn't worked. So if you need help, come on, suck it up. We got to eat that little piece of humble pie and just be a human being. At some point, everybody needs help. So you're going to admit you're a human being. Congratulations. We all have had to have help at one point or another, right? Have a great day today. Hope to see you on Wednesday. Thank you. I know you got to go back to work, Michael. So great to see you. And I'm trying to make sure that we stay within time because I want to be very respectful of everybody's time. Let me share a couple of things why I have you here. I also do group coaching, one-to-one coaching and group coaching for men and women. We have the best time. My men's group is off the charts. And I also bring in men to speak with them periodically, but we still do SI certified life strategy stuff, immunity to change work, things to help us move out of stuckness, push past stuck. So if that's something that you're interested in, please join us. We would love to have you. Just go to my website, JeanetteSmith.com, and pick the package that's right for you, whether it's group men, group women, one-to-one, or content creators. Those of you who want to up your entrepreneurship through streaming and live content, I also have a group for that too. So make sure that you check that out. On Wednesdays, we always attend to things mind, body, and spirit. So I'll be back on Wednesdays with some spiritual aspect of looking at bringing more value into our life. And then on Fridays, we do live coaching with one of our favorite games. And so hopefully you all will join us for that. It's always a really, 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 really good time. If you're new and you're watching the replay, I would love to know that you're new. Just do #replay and let me know where you're watching from. We have people watching all over the world, and it just brings me joy. And I love to stay connected. I am an Air Force child, so that kind of stuff brings me more joy than you know. So let me know where you're watching from. Love you too. Yes, yes. I am working on helping take care of the sick. I love caring, and you do such a great job. I love that, and I love you. Love Mondays, Monday Mindset. It is the business. It is the business. Now, for those of you who need repositioning, I also do that coaching. All the information is up in the post because I'm thinking about doing a group just for repositioning. I have a Udemy class that is in the links up above. I have a book. You can get this on Amazon. It's an action journal that you can work through. Many of the people that you see on this page have worked through this action journal so that they can find their ikigai. That's Japanese for their bliss, that perfect balance of doing what you love to do with what the world needs and mixing that with what you can be paid for and what you're good at. Finding that blissful place. Some people have worked it alone in the book. Some people have done it through the course. But I realize that some people need a little more help than that. So I'm thinking about doing a group coach on your purpose. Let me know if y'all think that that is something you'd be interested in. Because some people go, yeah, I signed up for the course, but I need somebody live to push me. I need somebody live to help motivate me. If you think that that's something that you would love, let me know because I'm thinking about doing that group too. All right. I love you all to life. Oh, y'all are awesome. Y'all are awesome. If you haven't shared this already, please share this, because I just know that we as a whole get so inundated with what's going on, especially in America with the elections and what's going on abroad. And then there's fires and there's hurricanes and there's all kinds of stuff. And yes, those are very real things that we have to take care of and we need to do. But at the same time, we've got to sustain ourselves for the long. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon. And we've got to sustain ourselves with valued living so that we can continue to make better decisions for better living, not just for our own experience, but for the experience of those we love and are counting on us and all around us, right? Yes, yes, yes. I love you all so much. Thank you for being with me today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for loving. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for just being your beautiful self. And now this.
Thanks so much for joining me on this journey to help empower your mind, your body, and your spirit. I hope you've enjoyed our time together as much as I have. Make sure you stay connected. Become part of the tribe, the inner circle. Text the word release to 22999 and get all the updates on events and happenings and pop-ups that I do. Let's grow this community. Bring more hearts and minds into the room. Share the streams. Join our tribe, our Facebook group, and support through products and services that'll help you continue to make better decisions for better living. Like this resource, From Dream to Reality, Navigating the Path to Your Life Purpose. This top-selling action journal has helped thousands of people find and follow their purpose. You can get it on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. The link is in the post. The Empowerment Tribe is about empowering one another. So follow me on social media so I can follow you back and see what you're up to. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Periscope. Thanks again for tuning in. We are the Empowerment Tribe. Together, we are light bearers in the world. Love you to life. See you next time.